Once you get to the point where you decide you want a better life for yourself, you got to cut people off, or at the least, you got to distance yourself from those people. Because nobody want to grow for real. Everybody talk a good game. Everybody talk like they want to grow. But who's actually growing? Who's actually putting that work in their life? I have never met nobody that didn't talk about growing. I haven't. It's not one person I have ever met that didn't talk about growth. Everybody talk about growth, but look around and see who's really growing though. Look around and see who actually taking action in their life and rearranging their life, doing this, doing that. Who really putting their effort in, putting their energy into growing for real. Everybody talk about it. That's what everybody do. They just sit around, talk, come up with ideas, talk about it, never do it. Never do what it takes to grow. See, people want a new life without getting rid of their old life. In order to get your new life, you got to cut off your old life. And what is cutting off your old life? Cutting off your old life is cutting off people, old relationships, old family ships. Getting rid of all that. What is getting rid of your old life? Getting rid of your old life is get rid of that, get out of that environment that you've been in that's been holding you back. Move. A lot of people don't want to move. A lot of people comfortable in the city they was born in, and they don't want to move out of their environment. They don't want to. They want to stay in that same city their whole life with them same people that ain't doing nothing with their life. Surrounded by the same negative people. You see the same people every time you leave the house. Everybody in your city know you. You know everybody in your city, and it ain't because you doing something good for the community. It's not because you popular, because you an influencer. It's because y'all been around each other for years and y'all still going to the same hangout spots. You're not growing. Still around the same BS. Nobody is growing. Still around the same drama. The same people still beefing. You gotta get rid of all that. Get rid of your old. Get rid of all the bad things you're doing. Get rid of all habits, man. Get rid of all your habits and be conscious and aware about everything that you're doing in your life. When you become conscious and aware, you won't have no bad habits. You won't have things that you just do and you're not even aware that you're doing it. You won't have things you do, like everything you do will not be bringing you down in life. What is your day to day routine? Whether you know it or not, you got a routine. We all got routines, whether you know it or not. I ain't talking about a routine you set out for yourself, you put on a piece of paper and you made a list. I ain't talking about that kind of routine. I'm talking about what you got a routine regardless. What is your day to day life routine? What do you do every day when you first wake up to when you go to sleep at night? What are you doing with that time? What are you doing with that time? Are you growing? Are you taking time out for yourself? Are you trying to figure out who you are internally? Or are you just living as the human and you're not taking no time and energy and putting it into your spirit? You don't care about your spiritual growth at all. You just care about how your outside look. You hate being alone. You hate being bored. So you surround yourself by a bunch of lost souls. See me, man. I cut people off, man. Like I'm to the point, man. It's real now. Like I don't talk to nobody. I don't talk to nobody. I live my life every day growing. I live my life every day learning. I live my life every day focused. If you're not doing the same, we can't communicate. We have nothing to talk about at all. I'm not finna sit there and talk to nobody all day, period. But I'm not gonna communicate with you at all unless you're growing. That's what I relate to. I relate to growth. You know what I'm saying? That's what I relate to, man. Positive energy, high frequencies. You ain't talking about eating healthy. You ain't talking about your business that you came up with that's bringing you revenue. You ain't talking about spiritual intelligence, spiritual growth, nothing you learn internally. Internally, you ain't talking about none of that. What are we talking for? You ain't talking about how you mastered detachment. You ain't talking about how you got peace every single day in your life. You ain't talking about how you learn how to just maintain your positive energy. You ain't talking about how you learn how to control your dreams. You ain't talking about how you can just sit in your house by yourself in silence, alone, meditating. What are we talking for? It's nothing to talk about, man. Nothing.